You know that spark of joy when you stumble onto a shop that feels like a secret door to another world? That was me this week. I went looking for something small and special, and I ended up discovering a place that felt like a cabinet of curiosities brought to life. Today I'm sharing my haul from Queballs Whatnots, Curiosities, and Handmades, and if you love pieces with personality and a story, you're going to be very, very happy. First of all, can we talk about that name? Queballs Whatnots, Curiosities, and Handmades. It sounds like the label on a mysterious trunk at the back of an old bookshop, right? It immediately made me curious. Like, who is Queballs? What are the Whatnots? And how quickly can I get them into my home? The vibe is whimsical, a little vintage-inspired, a little quirky, and completely artisanal. Like an art fair and a flea market had a charming, well-edited baby. Overall, the aesthetic leans toward weathered woods, warm metals, and jewel-toned glazes, with a sprinkle of folk art flair. Think peculiar home decor that sparks conversation, handmade jewelry that feels like a talisman, and upcycled treasures that turn throwaways into heirlooms. Everything looks touched by a human hand. Soft edges, tiny variations, thoughtful details that make you slow down and notice. Let's start with the most delightfully peculiar home decor piece in my haul. An upcycled mantel clock made from reclaimed barnwood and old watch parts, sealed with a matte, plant-based finish. The wood is that kind of sun-faded chestnut you only get from years of weather, and the face has tiny brass gears pinned in place, like a constellation you can hold. It's the intersection of history and whimsy, and because the materials are salvaged, it has that ethically minded footprint I look for, renewed instead of newly extracted. Next up, handmade jewelry. I noticed a sterling silver pendant with a pressed wildflower under crystal clear resin. The silver is recycled, which I love, and the flower is like a little meadow moment frozen in time. Silky petals, delicate veins, all preserved in a teardrop. The chain has just enough weight to feel substantial, and there are these small hammer marks that catch the light in a way machines simply can't replicate. It's the kind of piece that whispers rather than shouts, but somehow it still becomes the conversation. And because I can't resist folk art, stumbled across a hand-painted tin panel made from reclaimed roofing metal. The artist layered midnight blue with bursts of gold and coral, then etched in a folk bird motif that looks both ancient and fresh. There's a tactile quality to it, the slight ripple of the metal, the brush strokes you can see and almost feel. It's upcycled, it's expressive, and it brings that perfectly imperfect energy a home needs to feel alive. Pieces like these resonate so deeply with me because they connect people. They carry the maker's hand, the material's past life, and now, our everyday moments. I grew up treasure hunting with my grandmother, and she taught me to listen for stories in objects. The soft scratch of a pencil line, the weight of a clasp. That's why this brand leans into handcrafted, ethically sourced goods. They invite us to slow down, choose with intention, and support real humans doing creative work. What makes Queballs special is the one-of-a-kind nature of everything. You're not getting a mass-produced clone. You're getting a singular piece with tiny variations that prove it's yours and yours alone. If you've ever had that odd, instant attachment to something because it feels like it was waiting for you, that's the energy here. And when items are made in small batches or one by one, the craftsmanship stands up to scrutiny. Sturdy joins, clean solder lines, finishes that age gracefully instead of flaking away. The shopping experience was just as thoughtful. The website was easy to navigate, with clear categories like home decor, jewelry, folk art, and upcycled pieces. Each listing had a short maker's note and material details, which I appreciate, especially the transparency about reclaimed wood and recycled metals. Checkout was smooth, and shipping was quick. Packaging came plastic-free, paper wrap, compostable padding, paper tape, and a little handwritten note that made me smile. My clock arrived snug and safe, and the pendant came in a small, recycled box I'll definitely reuse. Customer service deserves a shout-out, too. I messaged to confirm the finish on the wood and the chain length for the pendant, and the reply was friendly, specific, and fast. You can feel the pride behind these pieces and the respect for ethical, sustainable practices. And that alignment matters to me and, I know, to many of you. If you're curious and want to explore, I'll leave Queballs' website and socials in the description so you can browse the whatnots and discover your own curiosities. Take a few minutes to wander. Even if you don't pick something up today, bookmarking small shops like this helps keep artisans visible and thriving. Every follow, every share, every little purchase adds up to real support for real people. Before you go, tell me in the comments which piece spoke to you the most: the upcycled clock, the wildflower pendant, or the painted tin folk art. If you love discovering unique, ethically made treasures, hit like, subscribe for more finds, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next haul. Thanks for spending time with me today, and for choosing to support small, imaginative makers. Your home and our world are better for it.